Parminder Nagra scored huge points in 2002 as Jess, a soccer player, trying to reach her goals while respecting her family's traditions in her feature film debut, In Bend It Like Beckham. Now she's well into her second season on NBC in the hit ER, playing a very smart intern at County General Hospital.
You're going to assist? He'll be fine. Sterile gloves and 10 blade.
First unit's up.
I need to lift up his arm to make the incision with the damn key.
We're working on it.
Malik, get the bolt cutters.
Take it easy. I got it.
Can the officers wait outside?
Suspect's in police custody and uncuffed. We're waiting right here.
I don't think he's going to jump off the bed anytime soon. Look up the Thor seal. Give her room to work.
He's got a chance?
Why do you think they're letting me crack his chest?
Parminder Nagra, good morning. You're very intense.
I know.
Does she have a softer side?
It's, you know what, the next, this season that we're doing at the moment is going to be exploring a lot more of that, because I was worried about that as well last season. I was going, she always seems cross and very intense, like you just said, but we're kind of changing it all up this year. You know, she's kind of going to be getting a few little romantic interests here and there.
We'll get to the love interest in a second. Don't tease like that. How does it feel to be a sophomore? I mean, the freshman year on a show is a little bit new and different. Do you feel a little more comfortable with things now? Not that you felt uncomfortable.
No, it's I mean, for one thing, it's been a lot of fun, but kind of now getting into the second season, it feels like the character's becoming more and more rounded, and I kind of like the way it's going. She's just become a beautifully rounded character, like the rest of the characters on ER. I think very complicated and rounded.
So she's more comfortable in her scrubs this year, is what you're telling us?
I think so. I think she's going to come more into her own.
Well, she's graduated from medical school, and now she's an intern. And the reason I even bring this up is because as an intern, that's how Noah Wiley started.
Yeah.
In his first year on the show, and I mean, it's worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah.
When you sit and look at how much time you might want to spend on this show, do you even think about the possibility that one day you'll be the lead character on this?
Oh God, I could never have imagined that. I have to say, I love what I'm doing at the moment. I love working on the show. So I just think, you know, when it gets dull and boring, maybe then I'll stop. But it's at the moment it's fantastic.
One of the things for you that had to be nice was the reviews in your first season were very favorable. I think one compared you to a young Audrey Hepburn. There was another review that generally said the show seems revitalized in part because of a good number of young, strong female characters. Yeah. So is that something the show can take advantage of for another season?
I think so. You know, we've got Linda Cardellini, we've got Shane West that's just joined. You know, they're just very strong actors and can only make for a good and a better show, I think.
So you talked about that maybe Neela's going to have some love interest. Just give me a hint, and I know, you know, people come from ER all the time and they tell us they can't tell us a thing.
I know.
But give me a hint as to what might happen to your character.
The thing that's going on with Neela is you think that she's going to possibly go off with a character. I do actually move in with Shane West's character Ray, but she kind of ends up having a bit of a crush, and then you kind of think that's going to happen, and it doesn't, and it goes in some other direction. So I'm not giving too much away. She's got it all going on this year.
Talk to me a little bit about the transition, what it was like for you, not only going from movies like Bend It Like Beckham and Ella Enchanted to a television series, but coming from you were living in the UK, right?
Yeah.
And then life in Hollywood. How difficult a transition was that for you?
The first few months were hard, but I mean, I have to say, you know, like anywhere, it takes time to build up a community and, you know, get to know people. And you know, this second season I've got used to it a lot more. I like living there, and I just think being on ER makes it a whole lot easier.
I want to remind people that the producers of this show were actually looking for an actress of Indian or Pakistani descent for a while before they met you. And the reason was reality, because if you go into a hospital in New York or Los Angeles or other major cities, there are a lot of Indian doctors and interns. So how does it feel playing an Indian character as someone of Indian descent?
It's funny because that's such a secondary thing for me. It's, you know, being the Indian character is not the first and foremost that's in my head. I love the fact that she's such a wonderful character and that people are buying into the character.
But do you like the fact that there's a realistic representation of what's happening in hospitals?
It is, but I don't that's not what I kind of go into work. That's not the first thing that crosses my mind when I'm playing Neela.
Well, it's going well. Good luck with the second season.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy your sophomore year.
Thank you.
Parminder Nagra, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And you can catch Parminder tonight on ER at 10/9 Central Time right here on NBC.